Several localities have proclaimed winners in their respective races, including in Pasig City. And today we're joined by Pasig City Mayor Vico Soto as he faces his third and final term. Good morning, Mayor Vico, and welcome po sa ating programa.
Good morning, Sir Neil, and to all of your viewers.
Sir, Mayor Vico, ano yung reaction natin so far? Kamusta yung pakiramdam winning your re-election bid?
Okay naman po. We're very happy to receive this fresh mandate from our fellow Pasigueños.
Mayor Vico, siguro this is your third and final term. No? Ano ba yung gusto mong gawin para sa Pasig City?
Well, first and foremost, we'll be working in the next 3 years in order to institutionalize the reforms that we have started and introduced in the last 6 years, including procurement reform, including strengthening the mechanisms for participation from our City Development Council to all of the other local special bodies. Because if we focus on this and we make sure that these reforms that we have introduced and started become irreversible, become sustainable, become long-term, then all of the other programs, projects, and services from healthcare to education to housing will also continue. If not, it will even be better in the future.
Mayor Vico, no, mainit-init yung naging pre-election campaign dyan sa inyong lugar sa Pasig City. No, we see that on the ground and also on social media. Pero you still, when the results came in, Mayor Vico, no, the win was a convincing win. It was a landslide win, to say the least. No, what does it say about the voters of Pasig, and what do you make of these results, despite nga yung mga pangyayari leading up to the elections?
Well, dalawang bagay po siguro. Una, nakita natin yung kung paano mag-isip ang botante dito sa lungsod ng Pasig. Napatunayan po nila na sila ay mapanuri, matalino, hindi madaling bulahin, hindi madaling lokohin. Talagang nag-iisip ang mga Pasigueño. Pangalawa, napatunayan din na hindi porket maingay, ibig sabihin may substance yun. Pag ang lata maingay, siguro walang laman yun. Kaya napatunayan din natin sa Pasig na ayaw na ng mga Pasigueño dun sa lumang kalakaran, sa lumang politika, na politika ng trapo, at gusto na natin ng ito, yung mga pagbabagong nasimulan na makabagong politika, ng tapat na pamamahala, yung sinasabing good governance, yun na yung hinahanap ngayon ng mga Pasigueño, and we're very thankful to have this opportunity here in the city.
Mayor Vico, no, yung plataforma nyo nga talaga nag-focus doon sa good governance, and everyone can say na yun din yung plataforma namin, but siguro magkakaiba-iba pa rin yun ang resulta. But just focusing on you, Mayor Vico, ano ba para kay Mayor Vico ang ibig sabihin ng good governance?
Yung good governance o mabuting pamahala, ang importante rito, nagde-deliver ng resulta. Hindi pwedeng sinasabi lang yan. Kung sabihin ko lang po na, uy, good governance, good governance. In fact, I don't even use the term that often, to be honest. Yung mga supporters, yes, pero sa totoo, hindi talaga yan pwedeng sinasabi lang. Kailangan nakikita ng tao, kailangan nararamdaman ng tao. So, resulta, nagkataon lang na ang focus talaga natin pag nagsasalita ako, pag sa kampanya, focus namin hindi lang yung ano, kundi yung paano, the why and the how behind what we do things. So, pakita namin, pakita natin sa tao yung ano ba yung mga ginagawa natin behind the scenes. And I think through this, we elevate the level of discourse also in politics. Hindi yung mababaw lang, hindi yung ano lang yung gustong marinig, o tingin namin gusto marinig ng tao. We take the time really to explain bakit importante ang transparency, bakit importante yung people's participation in governance. And I think that the people have shown here in Pasig, we've shown that if we elevate the level of discourse, if we take them seriously, then they will take us seriously as well. And the results show that they appreciate this.
Mayor Vico, ang pag-usapan nga natin kanina, no, mainit yung naging pre-election dyan sa Pasig. Yet at the end of the day, landslide yung victory natin. I wanna take a look at your messaging, saglit, campaign messaging, Mayor Vico. No? Ano sa tingin niyo yung nag-work doon sa inyong campaign messaging ngayong midterm elections?
Well, gaya po ng sabi ko kanina, siniseryoso namin yung tao, hindi yung pakit lang, hindi yung mababaw lang na salita, kundi talagang siniseryoso. So again, when I speak, yes, may konting, hindi man mawawala, may halong biruan.
Oo.
10% biruan, 10% just ano-ano. Pero yung remainder na 80% dun sa sinasabi namin pag nagtatalumpati kami, at hopefully nakikita rin sa trabaho mismo, yung seryosong usapan. Simpleng caucus, simpleng rally. I think the people really, well, sila naman nakakapagsabi, pero ang interpretasyon ko, na-appreciate nila yung ginagawa namin na medyo iba dun sa traditional. Ang isa nga po sa sinasabi namin pagka nasa campaign trail, hindi kami sa Giting ng Pasig, pangalan po ng team namin, hindi kami nahihiyang sabihin na hindi kami gumagastos ng malaki. At least alam ninyo, pag nanalo, wala rin kaming babawiin. At sisiguraduhin natin na pag-iigtingin pa natin yung mga nasimulan na sa pagtataguyod ng mabuting paggogobyerno, which of course includes transparency in governance and making sure that the finances, the funds of the city are well managed and are put to good use.
Mayor Vico, I wanna focus on isang sector ng ating population, no? Because the post-election conversation really is roaming around them. Yung youth turnout, Mayor Vico, kasama natin sa programa yung ating data head nitong isang during the election day, no? And she mentioned na at the national level at least, 61% nung ating mga botante ay galing doon sa millennials and Gen Z population natin. And Mayor Vico, you are the youngest mayor of Pasig in history, no? So a lot of these people look up to you. So ano po yung kumbaga mensahe natin dito sa sektor na ito ng ating populasyon? Because again, as I mentioned, a lot of people in this sector look up to your governance.
Well, we always hear the quote, ang kabataan ng pag-asa ng bayan, and hopefully this quote will not just remain a quote that we always hear. Pero ito yung katotohanan yung mga nakikita natin ngayon na problema ng lipunan, yung mga problema na nakaugat na sa ating gobyerno, sa ating kultura mismo, wala naman pong ibang magbabago niyan kundi ang susunod na henerasyon ng mga leader. So, even the younger generations, the generations that are still in school now, wala naman ibang paraan para sa tunay at malalim na pagbabago. Oo, kami bilang mga leader ngayon, as a millennial, as someone who holds office now, someone who's in position now, of course I can do my part, and I would like to think that I've been helping to introduce big changes where I am now. But the reality is, there's no one person who can change everything. There's no one leader who can be a savior for an entire city or an entire country for that matter. Kailangan talaga yung pagbabago, parang kailangan mag-build ng momentum, kailangan na magkaroon ng critical mass. Unti-unti yan ang mangyayari, itong long-term changes that we want to see in our country. So it's really the youth. Of course, not to say that old people cannot contribute, kahit senior 100 years old. Marami pa rin naman kaya ambag. Pero sa isang banda, ito na yun yung mga kalakaran, yung mga nakaugat na problema sa lipunan at kultura at sa gobyerno natin, it will need an entire generation. Probably not my generation even, but it will really be the next generation that we will see will really change the landscape in the Philippines.
Mayor Vico, I want to focus doon sa sinabi mo kasi I like what you said, no. Walang one savior. Yun yung kumbaga mensahe nyo ngayon, no, na para makapag-implementa ng pagbabago di lamang dyan sa Pasig but in the entire country, no. But I'm sure, Mayor Vico, you're very much aware of the conversations on social media. A lot of people are urging you to run for the national post in 2028. Anong masabi natin doon? Is that a prospect that you might be looking at? I understand, kakatapos pa lamang ng midterm election, may 3 years pa tayong gagawin. Pero
Yes,
is that,
yes.
what does that possibility look like?
Well, Sir Neil, I always appreciate it when people say nice things about me. Sino ba naman di makaka-appreciate pag maganda yung sinasabi tungkol sa'yo? But I think number one, we have to focus where we are right now. And I don't even mean position-wise or politics-wise. Just as a rule of thumb or guiding principle in life, kung nasan ka ngayon, do your best. Wherever you are, gawin mo kung anong kaya mong gawin. Mahirap tumingin ng masyadong malayo eh. That's number one. But number two, again, I think what's more important for Pasig and in general, we have to develop more leaders. We have to develop younger leaders. We have to empower the next generation. Kaya sa Pasig, ako ang iniisip ko hindi kung anong position ko, whether congressman or any other position in the next cycle. First of all, kakapanalo lang, isipin natin ang gagawin natin bukas. But in terms of long-term thinking, of course, kailangan din natin mag-isip ng pangmatagalan. Ang pinaka-importante para sa akin, dumami palalo yung mga next generation of leaders, young leaders who are honest and capable. Yan talaga yung kailangan natin. So moving forward, that's one thing that I will really think about, that I will really plan for, how to help, how to do my part in developing or helping a new set of leaders who are even better than us, help them, empower them, and to help them rise up.
Mayor Vico, it's been interesting following your journey back in 2019 kasi binantayan din natin yan noong 2019, no? Because you were facing a huge, like a prominent political clan back in 2019. And ikaw yung kumbaga, nung panahon na yun, ang kwento ay may parang neophyte na kandidato dito sa Pasig City. Parang David versus Goliath nga yung storya back in 2019. And then, you won in 2019, you won in 2022, you won again in 2025. What has been that journey like for you? Being that young mayor back in 2019, now 6 years in, going for your 9th year as the mayor of the city. Siguro, learnings? Ano yung learnings doon sa journey na yon so far?
Opo, Sir Neil. Well, it's been an amazing journey. It's been a surreal journey. I never expected to be in this position where I can really help contribute and be a catalyst for positive change in our city. But I'm thankful to be here. But again, just try to do whatever we can, try to do our best where we are right now. And I think yung pag-iisip ko ngayon, yung mindset ko ngayon, nandun na talaga sa kailangan ma-institutionalize natin to, kung ano yung mga ginawa natin. Okay, binuksan natin yung public bidding, dami natin pinagdaanan para makarating tayo dito sa maayos na procurement. Pero 2028, kailangan makasiguro tayo na magpapatuloy ito. So, rationalization ng opisina, yung capacity building ng staff, LG employees, and civil society organizations and workers. So, nandun na yung thinking ko. And hopefully, we'll be able to show, we'll be able to succeed in this.
Mayor Vico, whether you like it or not, or whether Pasigueños like it or not, this will be your last term as the mayor of the city. No? Ano yung gusto mo maging kwento nung huling termino mo bilang mayor ng Pasig City?
Well, para sa akin, simple lang po. Pagkatapos ng 9 years, masasabing success ang 3 terms ko, hindi sa kung ano-anong programa, hindi sa kung ano-anong serbisyo. Though, of course, those are important. Pero yung success sa dulo ay kung pagkatapos ng 9 years ko bilang mayor sa Pasig City, mas mahirap nang gumawa ng korupsyon, mas mahirap nang gumawa ng masama, at mas madali nang maging mabuti, at mas madali nang ipatupad ang mabuting paggogobyerno.
Pahabol na tanong dito, magpumasok na tanong sa atin, Mayor Vico, no? Meron daw po ba kayong bago na gustong gawin sa Pasig City na hindi pa nagagawa doon sa unang 2 termino ninyo? kumbaga concrete na gusto niyong gawin na hindi pa nagagawa dun sa first two?
Right. Sa puntong ito, yung mga roadmap natin, kada sektor, kada opisina, nakaset na po yan. So, wala na kaming surprises dito. So, halimbawa, pero siyempre, kailangan, kumbaga, ito yung roadmap. Nandito po tayo ngayon, nandito tayo noon, ngayon, banda dito na tayo sa gitna. Gusto natin kung hanggang saan yung matapos natin sa 3 taon. Siyempre, yun po. So, halimbawa, healthcare. Tungo tayo sa universal healthcare bilang isang bansa. Gusto namin gawin yung makakaya namin dito sa Pasig. Kumbaga, yung ambag namin towards UHC, gusto namin ma-accomplish lahat. So, nagsimula na kami sa no balance billing, nagsimula na kami sa upgrading ng mga ospital. Yung isang ospital namin, dinodoble yung bed capacity ngayon. Yung mga health centers, upgrading, accreditation sa mga PhilHealth programs, kaya ng e-consulta, isa kami sa nanguna po rito. And then yung sa health workers, yung mga BHW namin na city paid, talagang kompleto yung allowances, highest in the field. Pero umbaga, yan, nandun ang bandang kita. Pero marami pang kailangan gawin. So yung mga health facilities dun, ngayon naman ang focus, magkaroon ng bagong health facilities dun sa mga lugar kung saan wala pa or kung saan kailangan i-upgrade o kung saan masikip, lalakihan. So, ganun po ngayon. Yan yung ano namin. Kung sa senior naman, kung nasimulan na yung social pension for seniors, yung local senior pension namin, ngayon nasa expansion naman kami para mas marami pang makasama. So, ganun po yung framework namin ngayon. Lahat may set roadmaps per sector. Ang tanong na lang kung hanggang saan tayo makakarating sa loob ng 3 maiksing taon.
Mayor Vico, sorry, kailangan ko lang balikan ulit to because again, there's clamor for either Senator Vico 2028 or President Vico 2028. And again, guess may mga tao na gustong dalhin ninyo sa national level yung nagagawa sa Pasig, because if we're talking about anti-corruption and good governance campaign, we see it in the savings by the government. So wala pa ito sa plano ngayon.
Well, Sir Neil, again, thank you. But like I said, ano yung sagot ko kanina, yun pa rin naman yung sagot ko ngayon. I appreciate it, but walang plano o saan magtrabaho ako, nasaan ako ngayon. Tsaka yung tinitingnan ko na magiging role ko in the next, after the 3 years, medyo iba dun sa iniisip siguro ng maraming tao. O kung sino yung mga sinasabi niyo na nagsasabi ng ganyan. Medyo iba yung perspective ko. Hindi man porket politiko ay dapat pataas ka ng pataas eh. Ayaw nyo nga ng traditional politics, di ba? Yan ang tanong ko sa mga, ayaw nyo nga ng trapo, di ba? So dapat, hindi laging ganun yung pag-iisip.
Last na lamang, Mayor Vico, hindi ko alam kung nakikita nyo sa social media yung mga biruan na lilipat na daw yung mga tao dyan sa Pasig dahil gusto nila ma-experience yung governance ng isang Vico Sotto. Ready ba ang Pasig na tanggapin itong mga bagong residente ng Pasig?
Ako, maraming salamat sa mga magandang sinasabi nila. Pero masikip po dito. Puno na po kami dito. Baka wala na po kayong malipatan.
Hindi na kaya, Mayor Vico, no? Okay, maraming salamat, Mayor Vico. I know it's a busy time for you, pero maraming salamat na napaunlakan niyo aming imbitasyon.